Boys and girls, our letter for this week is the letter U. Capital U and lowercase u. They look very similar, although they're not exactly the same. Lowercase u is always smaller. You start on this middle line and then you pull down. It looks like it has a little leg on this side of the lowercase u. If you look down here, it looks like his house, or her house, because we don't know who it is, looks like something you would use on a rainy day. Looks like an umbrella. I wonder who bought the U house. Let's see what the U sound does.
U says U, and U says Every letter makes a sound. U says U, and
So boys and girls, that means it's a vowel because it has two sounds. It says U, which is its own name, like a vowel says U, the letter U, and like in words like umbrella. That'll give you a little bit of a hint. Umbrella starts with the U. So that's kind of tricky because there's not a lot of words that come to my mind, characters. I know there's a boy's name, Ulysses, or maybe Unger, or maybe it's an animal, and I think it's something that the girls in this class love. Starts with the letter U. So if you guessed unicorn, you're right. Meet Unger, the unicorn. Unger loves umbrellas. He's going to take the umbrella with him on the train. U is the second to our last letter that we're learning. But he's not in that position on the letter train. But when he gets on the train, he's going to have his umbrella with him. And his car is always funny. He has a one wheel on his vehicle there. It's called a unicycle. A unicycle means one wheel. They're very difficult to drive. And he's holding his umbrella, looks like for balance. So umbrella, unicycle, and Unger, the unicorn. That's his vehicle. So put that over here for now. And here's Unger. If you notice, there's something funny about Unger. He's upside down. He's standing on his hands, which is very tricky. I'm not sure if you try that at home. Unger likes to be upside down, and the sound he makes is Unger. Now, boys and girls, it's time for our vocabulary game and our words for the letter U. So I'm going to give you a couple hints and see if you can guess the words that start with the sound U makes. These are all going to be the sound, like in the word up. The first one is the opposite of the word down. The opposite of the word down. We did opposites kind of a long time ago, but I'm sure you have the answer. The opposite of down is up. That arrow is pointing up. So if you wanted to go to the second floor, you would maybe look for an arrow pointing up. The next card reminds me of another opposite. This word is the opposite of over. The opposite of over is under. The boy in the picture is sitting under the table. So under starts with the letter U. The next one is easy. It's something that you would use on a rainy day to help keep you dry. I'm sure everyone answered quickly. The answer is umbrella. Starts with the letter U. Umbrella. The next one's tricky. It's the name of a person. His job, he works at the baseball field. and he lets you know if you're out or if you're safe. He calls the strikes, and the baseball game always needs this person. It's a tricky word. Umpire. That person is an umpire. He works the baseball games. The next one, boys and girls, always makes everyone laugh. This is something that you wear under your clothes. Under your clothes. So if you wear them under your clothes, you call it underwear. Underwear. That's a little tricky. And the last one's really tricky. So I'm not even going to have you guess this one because I would explain this one before I did the vocabulary cards if you were here with me. This is something that we see maybe on a farm that a cow has. It's part of the cow that the farmer uses to get the milk, and he milks the cow. It's called an udder. It's the part on the cow that gives us milk, an udder. That's a really tricky word, an udder. So Unger's going to sing now, boys and girls, his song about how he likes to go upside down.
My name is Unger, the unicorn. On my head I have a horn. I love to find the letter U. And when I see it, this is what I do. I go upside down. Upside down. I turn my body all around. I go upside down. Upside down. I turn my body all around. Words like umbrella make me smile. Turn upside down and stay a while. Uncle upon and under two. Make me do what I like to do. I go upside down. Upside down. I turn my body all around. I go upside down. Upside down. I turn my body all around. If you like the letter U, you can do just what I do. Turn your body toward the ground. Make yourself go upside down. We'll go upside down. Upside down. We'll turn our bodies all around. We'll go upside down. Upside down. We'll turn our bodies all around.
Who's that unusual person under the umbrella? Oh, that's Uncle Ugbee, and he's always confused.
Uncle Ugbee, we all know, is a most unusual fellow. He goes out walking every day under his umbrella. Uncle Ugbee, it's not wet. Look up, it's not raining. Uncle Ugbee, you're confused. The weather's always changing. Uncle Ugbee's unaware of dressing for the weather. On very hot and sunny days, he dresses up in leather. Uncle Ugbee, it's not wet. Look up, it's not raining. Uncle Ugbee, you're confused. The weather get confused like Uncle Ugbee, just read and sing.
Okay, boys and girls, we're going to read and sing along. Uncle Ugbee, we all know, is a most unusual fellow. He goes out walking every day under his umbrella. Uncle Ugbee, it's not wet. Look up, it's not raining. Uncle Ugbee, you're confused. The weather's always changing. Uncle Ugbee's unaware of dressing for the weather. On very hot and sunny days, he dresses up in leather. Uncle Ugbee, it's not wet. Look up, it's not raining. Uncle Ugbee, you're confused. The weather's always changing. Uncle Ugbee, understand, he does not have a care. Oh no, Uncle Ugbee, you are in your underwear. Boys and girls, that was a funny story about Uncle Ugbee. And this story makes me think of the seasons because he's under his umbrella, which is about the season that we're in right now. There he is with his rain coat and his rain hat. And that reminds me of the season we are in right now. It's the season springtime. But he's unaware how the weather keeps changing. He dresses up in leather, it says here. He's got boots on. It looks like he's going to be a race car driver. And leather is a very, very warm, makes you very warm and sweaty. So that's not a good thing to wear if it's a warm, hot, sunny day. And they keep telling him to look up because it's not raining. Over here, he looks kind of unusual too. He has a rubber ducky. It's upside down there. He has roller skates on. And we're waiting for the season for summer to come because that's when we'll be putting on our bathing suits and getting out our swimming ducks and have a good time in the pool for summer, which is right around the corner. So this story makes me think of spring, summer, and you would wear leather in the fall or in the winter time. And certainly no one would go out in their underwear. That's why he's such an unusual uncle. So boys and girls, springtime makes me think of the planting gardens and things that grow up and down and all around. So I thought I'd finish today about the letter U with this story, which makes me think of planting gardens and how things grow because it's a season of things starting to pop up all around. Vegetables and flowers and gardening. And maybe you and your family could plant a garden. When I was younger, I used to have a tomato garden. And tomatoes are nice and red and juicy. And you could water the garden. So I'm going to share this story up, down, around. And there's some great pictures in the story. Up, down, and around. In the dirt, we'll dig a row, drop some seeds, and watch them grow. Dirt piles up, seeds go down, water splashes around and around. Corn grows up, carrots grow down. Cucumbers climb around and around. Peppers grow up, potatoes grow down. Pumpkins vine around and around. Broccoli grows up, beets grow down. Green beans wind around and around. Okra grows up, onions grow down. Tomatoes twine around and around. Fresh and tasty, get a bunch. Pick some, pull some. Let's have lunch. So boys and girls, summer and springtime makes us think of nice eating outside on our picnic tables. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves with this nice weather that we've been having. And maybe I'll hear about your gardens that you're out planting and the things that are growing up and down and all around. Have a nice day.